Hey everybody, what is going on? It's Brian with you from TheGameCommon, and we're playing some more Planet Coaster. This is like 3 days in a row. What the heck is going on here? So, anyways, we are continuing with our Westworld campaign. This episode, I decided to actually build a ride because I felt like the roller coaster was just kind of out of place, having only a roller coaster over here and nothing else. So I ended up dropping down this merry-go-round kind of thing, and we built a pathway for it. I still need to build a entrance, or rather, I'm gonna build a building probably over the queue, and then probably leave this whole tent thing kind of out on its own, like maybe it's the front of the building or something like that. But anyways, so I decided just to kind of drop that down, and then I decided to go ahead and adjust this building here this episode. This building right here, we kind of made it our brothel, so to say, because every good Western town has to have a brothel, right? At least that's what HBO teaches me. So anyways, we built the brothel, and we're building it right across from the church because, well, it kind of worked out that way. It was kind of hilarious. So we're building a second story deck. This one is very much inspired from not Westworld, even though they used the same set, but Deadwood back in the day, if you guys ever watched that show. They have a couple brothels slash casinos in there, and then they always seem to have like the super extravagant and gaudy like second story deck. So that's where I kind of decided to go with on this one. Unfortunately, I couldn't really find any railing pieces that went with that curved piece, because I really like that curved wooden piece, but I couldn't really find any piece that went with it for a railing system, and I probably could have made one myself custom, but I kind of liked the ones they already had, so we ended up just rolling with the ones they had. And then we throw a couple signs out here. Actually, I end up throwing a ton of signs in this building. There's a few signs inside as well. Most of the signs I didn't really actually put anything on. I'm open to suggestions. I'm putting things on there, but I'm also trying not to be like super offensive with this as well. So you'll notice here in a little bit when we actually do put something on the sign that I'm like, yeah, let's try being a little PC, even though, you know, I'm basing this off an HBO series that isn't too PC when it comes to certain things like this. But whatever, that's a whole nother subject that we're not going to really address in this video. So anyways, I'm building an overhang here just because I felt like, well, I like the overhangs on the second story especially, and it was kind of missing something over the door, so I ended up throwing the other piece there, and it ended up working really, really well. So I was kind of happy with how that one came out. I really like how this looks. I decided to tint the roof a little bit of a goldish color because it kind of fit the metal pieces, and then I decided the roof didn't quite look right. So I actually, in between episodes, I meant to mention this, I ended up watching a bunch of different people, some of the better people who are really good at the game, and I was trying to watch what they do for roofs, and I noticed that there were like two different things that it seems like everyone does. Either A, they make the buildings like intervals of like 2, 4, 6 wide, so that if you do the triangle roof, it fits perfectly, or they do the flat roof. And so I was like, well, you know what, we could kind of do a flat roof, and that really actually inspired me to record again today. I had zero intention of actually putting up an episode today. I was kind of like, I need a break, I need like maybe a couple, we'll do one Monday or something like that. But then after watching them play it, I was like, all right, I really want to play this freaking game again. So yeah, that's the problem with Planet Coaster. You like watch some people play it, and then you kind of play it, and next thing you know, it's like 40 hours later, and you're like, crap, I wanted to play Final Fantasy today. But anyways, we started framing it with this green, and it actually works really, really well with the gold, so we started tinting everything green. Unfortunately, these pieces I doubled up, and so I ended up having to rerun them all because I was having issues selecting them both. But we kind of have this gold-green theme going, and it looks really, really good together. The two colors work really well, and it kind of has this nice, rich feel. I probably should put a couple plants up on the top. Maybe, yeah, I need some plants or something up there. I got a couple of those box plants I could use, maybe to make it look a little more richy. We ended up deciding to add in all of the windows, and I decided to go a little more random this time, or at least like less, I didn't want to put them on a grid, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Unfortunately, we did decide to come back and frame out the whole building with the wood pieces just because I felt like it needed it. And at that point, most of our windows didn't work, so you'll see we end up going through and redoing all the windows anyways, but, well, at least not the ones in the front. The ones in the front, you know, they came out okay, and I decided not to frame the front because we already have the deck there, and there's already quite a bit of interest there. Oh, yeah, so I guess you guys didn't get a chance to see what I named the signs. What did I name that first one? I put no guns on the sign above the door, and then I put ladies on the big tall sign on the front of the building, and I decided, you know what, if you can get ladies, you can get men as well, so I put men up there on the small sign underneath it. And then I decided, when I first built this building, I decided I kind of wanted to shop inside this building. I think I mentioned it in the first episode in which we were working on this, on the layout, but anyways, I decided to put a chief beef in here just, you know, as a source of food or something, I guess. So we decided to make the pathway. Unfortunately, our path we could not get quite right to fit the grid. Like, it just, I don't know, for whatever reason, didn't want to go with the grid. And then we put the stairs down and we take it out and it looks okay. But then when you go inside, the stairs just didn't work really too well with the flooring that was on a grid system. So I ended up going back and adding in this floor that wasn't gridded, just because I felt like I could make it look a little bit better. And it came out, you know, I really do like how this building came out for the most part. It comes out really good. Now, the only issue I have is sometimes when you put, like, you see like the wood things, there's like this like texturing issue where you put like two pieces over the top of it where it does like freaky things and you can tell that there's like two pieces, and that's kind of annoying, and I hadn't quite figured out if it's like, I don't know, something with my drivers or if it's actually everyone experiences that, because I don't normally actually see that, or I don't ever remember seeing that with anyone else. But anyways, we decided to frame this out as well just to make it look good. And then we finally decided, hey, we got these freaking chandeliers that, you know, I wanted to use in like episode 1 and didn't look good in here, so I was like, heck yeah. And I wanted a little more lighting, and I got probably a little lazy with these lights because they don't look all that great. But then at this point, I just put those lights, I guess, on the second story. But then at this point, I decided I wanted some round tables because this was going to be like a restaurant area, or rather a casino / brothel. And I mean, I suppose I can make like a games table and all that crap, but you know what? That's not really that worth it. So I decided instead to just try making some benches. And I was using that yellow piece there, but I wasn't sure if I was going to maybe be able to make that look right. So instead I decided to come in here and do the big spools instead, and actually use those as my round table and just hide the bottom part, except when I first started putting them in, they weren't actually a part of the building, and so that's why we're doing it twice, if you're wondering why. So I did that, and then I kind of needed to figure out, okay, what do I need for stools? I need something for a stool, and I was like, these little barrels, sure, they work, you know, it'd be like half of a barrel is someone cut in half, and you know, I think I like how they came out. I think overall it looks pretty cool. It looks pretty freaking realistic. And then, like I said, we added a whole bunch of signs all over the place, and I'm really liking how this town's coming together. I'm actually probably another episode ahead already on my recording, and I'm really excited to show you guys what I've been doing. I started getting a little more bushes and stuff going on outside, and it's starting to look really good. So I hope you guys are enjoying. If you are, drop a like, go ahead and comment, let me know what you guys think, and as always, hit the subscribe button, join the GameCommon, show your support. I'll see you guys later. Bye.